sleepy. I was so jet lagged.
Really? Where were you?
Florida.
Oh, because that's where you live now?
Yeah, I moved to Boca.
Wow.
You're flying this morning?
No, I flew last night, but I flew Spirit, and our flight got delayed. Like, I was on the plane for like 5 hours before it took off because there was a bad.
Really?
Yeah, it was
so
bad.
So you were on Spirit, your chair didn't even recline?
Nope.
Oh.
There was no screen. It didn't recline. Like the little, like, you know, you can lay your head on the thing.
Right.
Doesn't exist.
It's like this big.
Oh.
And like I'm so tall, so like it was horrible.
I'd be ready to fight 5 hours on the plane before it even takes off.
I wonder how
many
guys at home are kind of turned on by the idea of her being in an uncomfortable seat on the plane for such a long time.
That's anyone's kink.
That's at least sort of mine because my wiener started to wake up a little bit as soon as she suggested it.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
I'm a kinky guy, man. Anyway, so for the people who want to know the backstory of why this is an important scene to me, my friend AD, he contacted me a year ago, 2 years ago.
2 years.
And on FaceTime, and he was filming a music video. And even though he is in a relationship, in his music videos, he chooses to present himself as some sort of pimp. So he's got a different girl in all his videos, right? And so he introduces me to her, and he's like, you guys should work with her, whatever. And somehow it just didn't happen for a while, but now here we are.
2 years later. How was that day for you? How was the music video?
The whole day, my friend, I forget his name, it's like Malachi, he was like, do you want to do you want to come to the studio with me? And I was like, sure. So we went, and then they talked me into like being in the music video. I was so awkward the entire time. Like, it's like my first time doing anything like that.
What did they have you doing? Just sitting in the car looking hot?
They wanted me to like argue with him, like hardcore argue, and I'm just like moving my hands around, cussing him out.
I do that too. I argue with him.
That's
that's
like
what
when someone asks you to
car.
be in a music video, usually you think you're just gonna stand around and kind of like
they had me doing the most.
Did they pay you?
No.
Wow.
You gotta take this up with AD.
The community is all fucked up. But okay, was that your first rap video?
Yeah, it's like the only one I ever did.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. Like, you know, there's value in getting a girl's first music video appearance.
Is there?
I mean,
I don't think anyone's ever seen it. Like, no one's ever was like, hey, you're the girl.
AD's at home like, well, actually, it has 47,000 views, so I don't know about that. Okay, but where are you from? Not from Eastern Europe. That's one thing we realized today. For some reason, I thought you were from overseas.
How come?
I don't know.
Did you think she had an accent on the FaceTime call? Because I was there, and like for some reason you had also convinced me that she had an accent, and I spent the last 2 years thinking maybe she had an accent. Like I think at one point we had a conversation like maybe there would be a language barrier, and so maybe she wouldn't be good to have on Flux Talk. Like we had this full narrative in our head that she didn't speak English.
I don't know, man. Sometimes I make shit up.
Yeah, apparently. I don't know why we both thought this.
But okay, where are you from?
Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay. Which is in America.
It's in America. Yes. I have like Russian family though.
Okay.
Yeah, so like maybe you guys I don't know. I honestly don't know where you guys
What part of well, you have kind of an exotic look. You know?
What with the blonde hair, I'm getting Russian vibes.
Listen, I'm from the East Coast of America, and I know the kind of trashy ass people that I grew up around, and you don't really embody that. You seem like a little bit classier. But okay, what part of Pennsylvania, or what kind of, were you in an Amish community? No?
I was like 2 hours away from the Amish. Yeah. Oh, okay. Kind of like in Pittsburgh, but like an hour and a half outside the city.
Okay. In the suburbs, or?
Yeah.
All right. Mm-hmm. And what was your upbringing like?
My grandparents were farmers.
Wow.
And I don't know, my parents were pretty normal people.
Did they have you working on the farm?
My grandma did. Like, they didn't have me working on it, but like I would help around.
Really?
On it, yeah.
You, like, herd the chickens around, or like?
No, they mainly just had horses, some goats, ponies.
And you wouldn't have to like milk cows or anything like that?
No, I milked a cow one time, and I wasn't supposed to. I got in trouble for it.
Really?
Wait,
yeah.
Is there a bad time to milk a cow?
I was at a petting zoo, and I grabbed its udder, and I
Oh.
Wow. That's fucked up.
I got in trouble.
And that's how she knew she wanted to do porn. Okay, the clip you just watched was from Plug Talk, which is my adult podcast that I do with Lena the Plug, where every week we interview a different girl, and then we get nasty. So if you want to see the full thing, only plugtalk.com, $5 for your first month. Appreciate y'all.